I'm Andy Chong. I'm your instructor today under Cendana Seni Untuk Semua program. Firstly, I want to give my gratitude to Cendana for inviting me on this program. In today's topic, we are going to talk about improvisation in electric guitar. Improvisation is a musical expression that allows musicians to play anything within a certain musical boundary. And our objective here is to give you a clear understanding toward improvisation in music. And once you have understood, you'll be able to flow freely across the realm of music. Before we start, here are some requirements. First, you will need a guitar. It doesn't matter whether it's an acoustic guitar or electric guitar. You need a guitar that is tuned and well maintained. Secondly, you will need a pick like this. Picks are vary in size. They have soft pick and hard pick. For improvisations, you will want to go for the hard pick instead. Thirdly, you need a basic musical theory background, which means you understand all 12 notes on the Western music system, starting from A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G sharp. So I just play all 12 notes of the Western music systems. And you need to know how to identify the key center of the music. 4. You need to understand what is fret and the order of strings. Okay, in case if you do not know what is fret, alright, you see on the guitar you will see the tiny little steel pieces like this. These are called the fret. Okay, so in this case, this will be your first fret, the second fret and third fret and so on. Then you need to know the orders of strings. Starting from the first string, which is your thinnest, to your sixth string, which is your thickest. Okay, now let's put the skills into applications. First, you need to get a backing track, or some may call it a karaoke track or -1 track. I'll play a backing track in the key of C, and then I'll play the C major scale, which is the scale that we played earlier. I'm going to start off with the first position, which is your 5th string's 3rd fret. Then, let's move to the 2nd position. To make it sound a little bit more expressive, try not to play the scales in ascending and descending order. Instead, learn how to combine or skip a few notes. So I'll stay on the 2nd position, 4th string's 5th fret, starting from this note. And I'm going to give you a few examples. First example. Okay, like this. 5th, 7th, and 5th fret on the 3rd string. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Let's go back to this first position, C, 5th string's 3rd fret. There are infinite ways to combine all these notes, so be creative and make sure it sounds melodious. Now, let's talk about putting some electric guitar expressions. Playing the scales by itself is not expressive, and so we should introduce some electric guitar technique to smoothen the scales so it sounds more like humans. Here are some 4 commonly used guitar techniques. First, I'll introduce hammer-on. With hammer-on, first you have to pick a note. For example, I'm going to pick the C on the 3rd string's 5th fret. In order to reach the next note, you don't have to pick it, but instead you hit it with your finger like this. Like this. Pick the first note and hit the next note. Pick the first note, hit the next note with your finger. And the second technique I'm going to introduce is called pull off. With pull off, you do not have to pick a note. Instead, you need to learn how to use your finger to pull the strings like this. Once you have mastered hammer on and pull off, you can try to do these two techniques in quick succession, which will sound like this. Sounds cool, isn't it? Next, I'm going to introduce slide. With slide, you can start anywhere on the fretboard. Have your finger press against the strings. Okay, then you pick the strings and slide to your desired note. For example, I'm going to slide to the C on 3rd string's 5th fret. I can start anywhere on the fretboard. Just make sure once I pick the strings, I have to slide to 3rd string's 5th fret, which is the C note. Let's go. So you can slide anywhere. I can start on the 2nd fret, on the 3rd fret, 4th, right? I can even slide backward. It does not matter where you start. The technique here is to achieve the slide effect. The 4th technique I'm going to introduce is called bending, and is arguably the most favorite guitar technique among guitar players. First, you have to pick a note. For example, I'm going to pick the C note right here. Then I'm going to bend the string in order to reach to D, which is here on the 7th fret. Right? So from 5th to 7th fret. So I'm going to start bending the 5th to the 7th. And now, let's pick another one. For example, I'm going to start with the 4th fret 3rd strings, which is a B, and I'm going to bend towards C. So B to C. Bend, bend down. Another example, I can start with maybe the G note right here on the 2nd string 8th fret. I'm going to bend it to A. So G to A, like this. So you can start bending, pick the strings and bend. Now I'll introduce these 4 basic techniques in the backing track that we have played earlier. I'm going to use the 2nd positions for this example. Now with hammer on, we pull off, hammer on and pull off together, hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off. Now with the slide, right? Next is the bending. I'll bend to the 8th fret of 2nd string. Bend the 8th fret of 2nd string. And go back to the C note. Now if you try to combine this 4 technique, it will make it sound really good. Hammer on, pull off, slide, pull off. So we have come to the end of the lessons. Again, I'm Andy Chong, and I would like to give thanks to Cendana for inviting me onto this Seni Untuk Semua program. I hope you understand and enjoy the lesson as much as I'm making it. Goodbye.